Hey guys, so I have a bunch of things to react to because with EVO there was a ton of announcements. I'm not going to be reacting to every single announcement, only like the ones that I think is interesting enough to react to. So, for example, games that I've just never heard of, I'm not going to react to those trailers. Um, but we're going to react to this one, which is important because it relates to the video I made yesterday. I said that I'll just spoil it because it's out of date. The character that I thought was coming to Tekken was Jury, and well, we'll see if that happened, but um, yeah, we'll see. Now I know what actually happened, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Okie dokie, Tekken Project presents. Dun, 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 dun.
Now, let the world hear it. Shout his name.
Armor King. I have a friend who loves Armor King, so I'm pretty happy that he's back just for that friend. I'm probably never gonna play Armor King.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger.
Music is cool. By the way, when I first seen this part of the trailer, I haven't watched all of it, but when I first seen him compared to how tall Fakaram is, I was just like, Jesus, he's a big boy. How much I've already seen, this is already new. That's how little I've seen. Oh my god. The lag? That move looks pretty gross. The breath attack thing. Oh my god, he keeps doing it. What the fuck? So King has a throw like that, but this just looks like a better version of the same thing. So that's a bit concerning. That just looks like DLC power creep blatantly. He has a fire trick instead of an electric. He's looking like a pretty strong character. What he's referring to in terms of you won't get in the way of my revenge is he's after Marduk. So that seems like a pretty big indicator that Marduk is on the way. But maybe not. If someone more interesting than Marduk comes along instead, I'd be happy. I know for sure Marduk is not the next character. I thought I seen the last of that green breath attack. Jesus, what's with the lag? Oh, I really don't like that lag. Sorry about that, guys. It's not their end, it's my end because I'm streaming. Oh yeah, big reveal at the end. And important in relation to yesterday's video. That costume too was a reference to Marduk. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for like 2 seconds just to make sure that just to try minimize the lag. Okay. Madagascar. Okay, so the character who I thought this was gonna be in yesterday's video was Jury, but I'm actually glad it's this character because, like, obviously, like, look at her. But also, she has a fighting style that's like traditional Madagascan fighting, and it's some word I can't even pronounce, and it's also something I'd never even heard of. So the moves that she's gonna do is gonna be something I have not seen before. So that's gonna be exciting, and the stage also looks really interesting as well. I don't think a Jury stage would have been quite as interesting as this, but you know, maybe it could have been because they could have pulled it from anywhere from Street Fighter. But yeah, pretty excited. Is there anything else at the end? No, it's just kind of telling us stuff we already know. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, that's one trailer down. Now we're gonna go to Street Fighter. I haven't seen all of this either. I already know who this is. This is a character from Street Fighter 4. And to be honest, she was pretty annoying in that game in my opinion. So I know she's pretty, all that, but I'm not looking too forward to playing against this character.
The leader of the organization known as Shadowloo. His name is Bison. This is simulation data based on his battle prowess. But, as a research director, I'll have to test what this thing is capable of.
It's been years since I played Street Fighter 4 though. I played Street Fighter 4 on the 3DS, and in that move, it was like a better version of modern controls. You could do one button shoryukens while holding backwards, and like it was amazing and the most fun ever. But it's actually the reason I play modern controls in SF6. But yeah, I love that game. I guess in a way she does bring back good memories, but just this particular character I didn't find fun to play as or play against. So you know, she was really rare though, so I didn't have any like matchup knowledge. Whereas characters like fucking E Honda, E Honda was such a nightmare. Oh my god, because you could spam the sumo slam without like any charge or any inputs or anything, and it was so broken. Okay.
Let's boot it up. Begin.
Hbox on the way up, Hbox on the way down, and it could be different lengths. It was so bullshit, and it felt safe as well. You had to anti-air it. I knew way less about like safe on block and all that sort of stuff back then than I do now. So maybe now I would be able to deal with it, but back in the day when I was just like a little kid with a 3DS, it was a fucking nightmare. I don't even know what's going on in that trailer. So there's a simulation of Bison that they're fighting against for some reason.
Ugh, I hate doing overtime.
Okay, so basically that trailer is that there is a woman with tits and she's now in the game. Okay. Right. Next we have Galvin, the ferocious fossil. Now, you can see a bit of bias here. I already like the video. This is currently my favorite fighting game right now. It's a tie between this and Tekken, but I do really love this game. Street Fighter 6 is good, but I kind of played it to death, to be honest. After I got Master, it just felt like it felt a bit samey after a while. So, and I didn't even say. I know that sounds like a flex. I didn't even mean to try and flex that I got Master. I was just trying to express that I played the game quite a lot, and it got a little bit repetitive. Okay, but after a long break of not playing it, well, I'll try it again. At some point, I'll learn a different character than Luke, because Luke was who I was playing for the longest time. And let me tell you the real reason that I kind of hold a grudge against Street Fighter 6. So, classic controls and modern controls were supposed to be kind of in line enough so that if you were a better player, it didn't matter which control scheme you were on. You were going to win because you were the better player. But it feels like modern controls are just so nerfed compared to classic controls that lesser players can't beat you by doing a better combo on classic, and it just feels dumb and not fair. So I got tired of that, to be honest with you, because I just have to win more interactions and for less reward, and then to end up getting fucking BS'd by Marissa in two openings. So it was like, okay, well, that's bullshit. Anyway, yeah, let's move on. Sorry about the high-pitched, squeaky voice here.
Badger Co. was squandering something precious. Darn it, Fleet, this was supposed to be a stealth mission. If I knock them all out, it still counts.
I didn't play Rivals 1, so I don't really know much about Badger Co., but I think that they're the bad guys.
Pterosaurs died out ages ago. How cool would it be to see them walk among us again, huh? There, fully calibrated and defragmented. It's alive. Alive!
I didn't know what was happening the first time I seen this, because I thought they were gonna bring back a old Rivals character from Rivals 1, because not every character from Rivals 1, I think even base roster is in Rivals 2 yet. So I assumed it was gonna be a Rivals 1 base roster character. So I was like, wait, who the fuck is this? But it's a completely new character. And like, look at this, you can make traps and then throw them into it and stuff. This character is actually cool as fuck. Like, look at all the traps on the field. Even though this looks broken, and it might be, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on a character I literally couldn't have played yet. I have a feeling you're going to be able to run into those drills while like sliding with a parry. And because of I think the type of effect a parry gives the opponent or you is based on the damage of the like move that you're parrying. And I think that move probably does enough damage to where if you parry it, he's gonna go black and like vulnerable so that you can hit him. So that could be like a really big fucking weakness of this character. So and it deservedly so, because this character does look crazy and like in big need of a blatant weakness like that. He might be too weak though, because he also has another blatant weakness, which is the fact that he's big, and in Rivals 2 combos are a huge thing. So the bigger your Hbox is, the more susceptible to getting comboed across the stages, or more practical it is to do that to you. Alright, now this trailer is for skins, but it was so good that I had to show it off. You're gonna see why, especially if you watch old school anime. Now, I don't, but these references are so iconic that I recognize them. Even as a normie who only has watched Death Note from start to finish. That's the only anime I watch start to finish. I think it's all a Evangelion reference, but I could be wrong. It could be like multiple animes, but I think Evangelion is 100% one of them that's referenced. Thank God the lag is gone, by the way. It probably was because I had too many tabs open. I saw the crowd's reaction to that chair image, and people loved that. Honestly, it makes me want to watch Evangelion just so that I'm in on all the references, and I heard it's good, so maybe. It's something I otherwise wouldn't give a chance if it wasn't for this. So, thanks, Rivals of Aether. You may have introduced me to peak fiction. Okay. Now we're going to go to a game that's way lesser known. I'll just watch the full thing, and then at the end, I know exactly what I want to say about this. Okay.
Everybody calm down.
We're actually going to skip a little bit.
I want to play this game so bad.
the Justin Wong approval is a huge W for this game. Okay, here's my thoughts on this game. The success on it is entirely decided by if this is free or if this is not free. Because there's a bunch of fighting games on the market right now, and they're all like really, like not even in terms of the game itself being competitive, just the market is competitive as fuck right now. So the only thing that would make this stand out is it being free and having the Marvel brand, which is a formula that works because Marvel Rivals is free and has the Marvel brand. I think those two and the fact that it needs to be a good game is all required in order for this game to be successful. If this game is not free, this game is going to die. Straight up. This game has no future if it's not free. Alright, now, Virtual Fighter. I haven't watched this at all. Dislike ratio and view count is pretty abysmal. Not great. Oh shit, well, let me stop shit talking it because I'm not even on the I wasn't even on the official channel. Let me go on the official channel. Alright, we have 10k likes. That's more like it. Okay, maybe this game does have a chance. Which is good. Tekken needs some competition in terms of like 3D fighters. There's a bunch of 2D stuff. There's not a lot of 3D. No music, no like... It looks like every move tracks. So what's the point of the 3D element? Okay, well, look, I'm gonna say it as I see it. That does not inspire confidence in that game whatsoever. That game might be in fucking trouble. Alright, you probably noticed I have a Mortal Kombat 1 tab open, and it's because I want to just show you some very quickly. You've seen enough. Literally look at that character model, for fuck's sake. That game looks like there's gonna be one-sided combos that go on for fucking ever. And it also looks worse, like completely appearance-wise, compared to this. Like, I don't need to even speak, you can see the difference. And this game came out ages ago. So, to be honest, the only way this game does well is if the gameplay is a lot more fun than it looks. Otherwise, I don't see this game having any sort of success. Now let's get to a game that doesn't have any success, and it's already too late for this game. Okay, so why am I even paying attention to this game? You're gonna notice I have another tab open. This is the game that this is the game that took Melee's place at EVO. So I have a bit of a vendetta against this game, to be honest. So if you want an unbiased review of this trailer, you have come to the wrong place. But if you want to see me shit talk this game and then watch a video glazing Melee, you've come to the right place. Right. Now I'll try not to be too biased, but I've already seen what this game looks like, and it looks like Mugen. It's Augur from Night Rain. Oh my god, Augur DLC. Do you get it? Floundering? Because it's fish related. Fish? Alright, so trailer looks and smells like fishy. So, yeah, this is the game that killed Melee. So we're gonna watch a Melee goodbye video because let's just watch. You're gonna see why I'm disappointed. Now, I can't even. It's gonna be a bit difficult to watch the sections of this video with Leffen because I think Leffen is a fucking horrible human being, and yeah, it's all because of hacks, and just allowing hacks to die, and it's just. I don't know, when someone screams for help fucking a million times and you watch them die and never apologize, I think you're just a fucking complete piece of shit. So the only words I would ever want to hear from Leffen's mouth would be deep and sincere apologies to Hax and his family, and Melee and just everyone, because fuck Leffen. Yeah. So the parts in this video with him are gonna be hard for me to watch because I can't stand Leffen, but yeah. Okay. And there's another person who did nothing. Not as bad as Leffen. In terms of the hack situation, nobody fucked up as hard as Leffen, but I guess that's kind of arguable. There's some TOs that just were behaving like psychopaths, but you know. And do you know what the real sad part about Melee being gone from EVO is? The last victor, I'm actually gonna. It will be at the very end, and it's gonna hit you like a slap in the face. Oh, it literally says it.
I mean, it's not gonna have that many viewers, but is that game even getting played?
That's good. For once, I'd be asked. I'd have similar words to say as Leffen on something. So for context, Salem was heavily against Melee, and kind of danced on Melee's grave when it was taken off of EVO. I know this game has like Fox and Pikachu and like kitty characters and all that, but it's over 20 years old and it still looks better than that fucking Mugen fighting game. And the gameplay is infinitely better as well. That was such a good moment. I used a screenshot of this moment in my last video. This moment is so iconic as well. And Armada, god, what a fucking legend. Couldn't be a fucking worse person to be the last victor of EVO. Alright. Yeah, so this video kinda aged like shit because of and just the legacy of Melee at EVO kinda aged like shit. Especially nowadays with what happened with hacks. I don't know, man. I just Leffen, like an apology, any sort of remorse. It's just so long overdue. Like it's too late. It just it's too late, but at least you're showing some sort of respect and you're not just ignoring it like it didn't happen. Okay, right. Well, sorry for ending that on a bit of a sad note, but that's today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for watching.